Hello students, today we will continue the next and the last part of this chapter, that is pollution of air and water, part 3. In the previous video we have already discussed what is water pollution, but for a quick recap, let us see what is it. The contamination of water with harmful unwanted substances like domestic sewage, toxic industrial waste, chemicals like pesticides and fertilizers, which cause harmful effects on both living organisms and non-living objects, is called water pollution. And the pollutants are the harmful and unwanted substances which are added so that they contaminate the water. They are known as pollutants. Now we will discuss about causes of water pollution. The major causes of water pollution are, first of all, industrial sewage. Industries of paper, textile, leather, paint produces waste containing highly toxic substances like lead, mercury, arsenic or their compounds. The discharge of untreated industrial sewage directly into the water bodies is one of the main cause of water pollution. Second is domestic sewage. Liquid waste from kitchens and toilets are discharged into the river through sewer systems, causing water pollution. Third one is the human activities. Bathing of human beings and animals in or near lakes, rivers, etc. pollutes the water bodies. Fourth is the agriculture waste. In modern agriculture, large quantities of pesticides and fertilizers are used. Excess of these inorganic chemicals find their way to water bodies, which result in water pollution. Next is oil spills. Oil spills from huge tankers is one of the major causes of water pollution, which affects the marine plants and animals. One should not forget one more thing, that hot water may also act as pollutant when discharged in water bodies. This is called thermal pollution. This may cause lowering of dissolved oxygen and affect the animals and plants in water bodies. Now, harmful effects of water pollution. First of all, effect on human health. Polluted water can cause many diseases like cholera, dysentery, typhoid, jaundice and diarrhea in human beings. Second is effect on aquatic life. Accidental leakage of crude oil from the big oil tankers pollutes the water. Since oil is lighter than water, it forms a thin film on the surface of water which is called oil slick. The oil slick does not allow light and air to penetrate easily in the water. This oil slick kills thousands of marine plants and animals. Now, eutrophication. The loss of dissolved oxygen from water in water bodies is called eutrophication. Now, why does it happen? Washing away of fertilizers into water bodies cause increased growth of algae and other weeds in water bodies. This is called algal bloom. Due to respiration carried out by this algae, a large amount of dissolved oxygen in the water is consumed by it. Death of algae further reduces the amount of oxygen in the water. This is because microorganisms use oxygen for the decomposition of dead algae. This phenomenon causes eutrophication. Now, next one is the biological magnification. Now, the increase in concentration of harmful chemical substances like pesticides in the body of living organisms at each trophic level of a food chain, that is called biological magnification. We already know that pesticides and insecticides like DDT are poisonous chemical substances. When these substances are used in large quantities to kill pests and protect the plants from disease, excess of pesticide find their way to water bodies through rainwater. And then these pesticides enter the food chain at the producer level, that is the plant level, and gets accumulated in the body of organisms in increasing concentrations along the food chain. Now here on your screen you are seeing that how does biological magnification takes place. Here on the top you are seeing a fish eating bird. Now the body of this bird will have the highest concentration of DDT in its body. Here on your screen you are seeing a polluted stretch of river Ganga. River Ganga is one of the major rivers of the Indian subcontinent. It is one of the dirtiest river in the world because it is highly polluted. The causes of this pollution is discharge of domestic sewage into river, excessive use of synthetic detergents, discharge of industrial waste into the river, excessive use of chemical fertilizers which got washed into the river with surface water, and remains of human and animal corpses. The pollution of river Ganga affects about 400 million people who live close to the river. It causes health hazard in the form of diseases. Now, efforts to save river Ganga. It was the Ganga Action Plan which was launched by the Government of India in April 1985 in order to reduce the pollution level in the river. Now we will read about potable water. Water that is suitable for drinking is called potable water. Municipal bodies treat the water before supplying it to the household. Various steps are involved in making the water clean. Now we will learn about these steps. Now we will learn about the water treatment plant. Before the water reaches our home, it needs to be cleaned by removing the impurities and killing disease-causing microorganisms. Water is cleaned in the water treatment plant consisting of different tanks. Water from river or lakes is first pumped into the sedimentation tank. Now first of all about the sedimentation tank. Water is allowed to stand for a day. Most of the large insoluble impurities settle down at the bottom of the tank. Some light insoluble impurities remain suspended in water. Then is the loading tank. Water is passed into loading tank. The suspended impurities are made to settle down faster by the addition of some chemicals like alum. It is called loading. Then is the filtration tank. The water is then passed to filtration tank. Here water passes through the layer of sand, gravel and charcoal which filters the remaining lighter suspended impurities. Then a chlorination tank is there. The water from the filter tank is passed into the chlorination tank. Here chlorine is added to water. It kills all the disease causing microorganisms present in the water. The water is now fit for drinking. Then a storage tank is there. After purification, the safe drinking water is collected in big storage tanks. From these tanks, it reaches our homes through pipes. Okay class, now this finishes your chapter and your syllabus also.